Alright, let's see what we end up getting this time at the Challenger. Oh no. Hello everybody, this is Duck, and welcome to another episode of Duck's World, and today we're going to have a bit of a problem. Because this contraption is probably going to take the length of today's episode, and that is not what I was planning on doing today, but that's alright. But what we do have to do at the start of today's episode is we actually have some more Challenger challenges that we need to add. And I'm trying to see, oh, yep, there's the paper that I had, because I was given some good ideas. And one of them was I probably should actually make a building for the Challenger at some point. So I might as well put that in there. So we've got that one. I think we might as well put in, we need to put in another difficult one like this death count equals gone contraption. You guys will see in a second what I mean by that. But we probably should put in something a little bit difficult tool. Something a little bit difficult as well. So we're going to do like stone tools only for one. And then I think another one can be no tools at all. Let's just see how that one works. We'll have to wait and see. But I think those are three pretty solid ones. Let's put it in here in the shulker box. We'll put those in there. And we have this one to do today. So the death count equals gone contraption. That's going to be something that's going to take a little bit of some prep work. So I'll get started on it. Alright, and for those that don't know what the death count equals gone contraption is I've actually got a pretty large death counter on Duck's World. I have a ton, a literal ton of deaths. This world has been the first world I've ever made in Minecraft, and I've been running it since I learned how to play this game, which means that we have 130 deaths, as shown by these 2 stacks and 2 of cobblestone. We've got a lot of deaths, but what the death equals gone machine is going to do is if our deaths at any point in this series exceeds a certain threshold, there's some valuable stuff that will go missing. And I don't know what that valuable stuff will be yet. I've still got to figure that out. But what we do need to do is we need to actually build a contraption somewhere that can handle that. And I don't know how I'm going to accomplish that and what to put in there. So that's going to be today's scenario. This is going to be what we're going to be doing in today's episode. I'm actually going to take this challenge back over to the 300 extension. Like we did in the last episode, there were quite a few challenges that we're actually going to put in here just as memories, because these 3 are really big ones to get right off the bat. So we've got this one that we're going to be doing today, and then 2 of the really big ones that we actually we had last episode. And the change difficulty to hard one, that one could make this challenge a lot more difficult, because this is going to be a permanent staple of Duck's World, what I'm building. So at any point in the series, if I exceed 200 deaths, I think that's going to be the threshold that I'm going to have. I'm going to have a lot of valuable stuff that'll just go. And I think 200 might be the threshold, but I'm not sure yet. But we just need to figure out how to build this contraption and where to put it. And I don't know where to put it, first of all. And I'm wondering, it doesn't need to be a super big contraption, but I think it should be in the starter base somewhere. Just because that's where a lot of these contraptions have been going. And I'm trying to think on what to do, because it's a contraption, so likely it should be some sort of redstone build, I think. At least that's my thoughts, is it probably should be redstone. And I'm thinking I might actually take this trash contraption that I just throw trash items in, and I think I might actually change its use and actually make it for this thing strictly. So, what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to get some redstone for obvious reasons, and probably some hoppers and some chests, because we have to have some pretty valuable stuff go in here. And I think of no better way to do this than with chests. Where did I put where's my redstone? There's my redstone. I don't need a lot. In fact, that's probably way too many. Redstone dust there. I have more shulker boxes that I'm going to put over here. I need this one to go here. And this one I need to empty out at some point. So I'm going to just put this one over here by the ender chest. And what do we need? We also need hoppers, which I doubt I have because of my really terrible storage system here. That's empty. Yeah, I don't know that I have any. So let's go to the iron farm. We'll grab some hoppers, and what we're going to end up probably having to do is we're probably going to have to find wood too for pistons and whatnot. So we'll sleep here real quick, and then we'll grab iron, and we'll try to build probably just a very simple like put stuff in a chest, fills up a hopper and into a dispenser. So maybe we change something else where if we add to the death counter, we actually dispense one thing and have to replace it in a dispenser. That could be actually what I would prefer, because that adds a little bit more incentive to dying. Because right now I've got 130 deaths. My threshold, I don't want it to seem too high, especially since I'm in netherite. So maybe it's every time I actually die, I have to get rid of something. That might be how we do this. So let's go ahead and come down here and grab some iron, which I forgot I changed the iron farm design in the last episode. So we'll go back up here. And which one is it in? It's in here. All right, perfect. So then we'll go back up, and we shall grab ourselves a crafting table and craft hoppers and chests, and then we will start working on this contraption. Wow, I'm voice cracking a lot today. Alright, and I think that we'll only probably need maybe one or two hoppers, and that's probably it. Yeah, two hoppers is probably going to do us. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to come down here and come along here to this spot. And I think I'm actually going to build it off of this side here. So that's going to dispense in there. That's how that'll work. Now I'm going to be careful because I don't really want to fall into lava in my own base. But we need to dig this out a little bit for this contraption. And what we're going to actually end up doing is, I think... I almost just walked right into lava there. I think that we're going to want to have to replace items. So we'll die. We'll have to hit the button when we die. It'll dispense something into the lava. We'll see what falls in there. And then we'll probably have to replace it with something. I think that's how that... I'm thinking that that's how that should work. Which means that we need a hopper on... Oh, we can just have the hopper feed in there. Nope. We need it to actually go in there, like so. Alright. And then from here, it should be as simple as just putting a chest on top. Can I do that? Can I reach that from here? No. It's one block too far. You know, we can fix that relatively easily. Water goes there for a second. We'll just do ourselves a little bit of some magic here. We'll move it. We'll move the wall one block closer, because the items will still fall in, I believe. So if I do that, and then let's say I throw in an arrow and craft myself a button, and throw the button on here on the front. Shouldn't that... Oh. And I broke my painting. I'm guessing that the arrow was a bad choice of an example. Got a painting. Throw the painting in there. If I'm back away so I can't pick it up. Oh, it dispenses out. So I actually need the lava out one more. Okay. So we're actually going to have to think of something else. So we need the wall here. the lava here. So then if I put the painting in there, and I step back, it dispenses too far. Oh, I need to put a wall there too. No. Why don't I do glass? I want to see what happens, so I want to put glass there. But where can I put this chest where I can reach it? So if I take this off, and that ends up in the dispenser, because of course it does, and I do a hopper, I might need to just do a bunch of hoppers. If I do just a hopper line, running from there across here, yeah, that will work. I just need to craft more hoppers. Alright, we can do that relatively simply. So let's go ahead and craft some more. I should have plenty of stuff, or plenty of items to do that. And I am too lazy to actually memorize the crafting recipe. So there's that. But then, if we go in here, what we should be able to do is, if I can walk straight, should be able to just run this hopper line across like this. Correct? And in here. So if I keep going in here, and then in here. Alright, and then if I were to put the chest that's right here. Alright, if I put the chest right there, that should flow items across and in here. Awesome, perfect. That's exactly how I want this to go. These spiders from the spider farm. You guys are annoying and loud. Stop it. Die. Die, 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 die. And I actually am doing this intentionally because my elytra is almost broken anyways. So it's perfectly fine that I'm getting distracted and taking these guys out, because my elytra needed it regardless. Awesome, perfect. Alright. Back to the task at hand. So then, if I do that, I just need to put glass and a way for me not to be able to interfere with this, and a way to power this. Alright, cool. So I've got a button, which is what I'll want to use anyways. I just need glass, and then I just need to figure out a way to make sure that I don't interfere, because I am the kind of person that I'll get scared and will end up with a bunch of stuff that just goes away. There's an ocelot in my base. Cool. So let's go ahead and take this out. And we need to go ahead and put glass across. Actually, it needs to be over here across the front here, so that I can't see it. Or so that I can see it, but I can't touch it. I can't interfere now at all with it. Cool. And I'm going to end up pulling my base apart very fast, because I need a way to power this. And I think if I just put a block here, and I just run redstone, yeah, that'll be how I'll do it. I'll want it to be something very noticeable. This is what I have to press. But if I just do this and run this up into here, that should do it. Yeah, that should do it like that. So if I press the button here, yeah, that's exactly what I need. Perfect. I just want to replace this block with something that looks a little bit better, and then I'll just clean this up. And this doesn't look like a very big deal, but with the amount of times that I die in this world, it's a big deal. This is going to be... It's going to make my life a lot more interesting, especially since we just changed this difficulty from normal to hard. And I really haven't had a lot of time on this world to get used to that difficulty. So we could be in for a world of hurt very fast. And what big bright button color do I want to use? I think I need to find something that is hard to miss. Something like something big, bright, and that stands out in your face. Like red wool. Like red wool, that would work. I haven't really used red wool for much in this world, so I might as well use it here. And we'll just put the button on, and then we will have to load our stuff in, which is a problem in and of itself. So if I remove this, I put this here, and then put the big button down, we have ourselves an immediate signal that I'm about to lose a bunch of stuff. I do need to clean this up now. And to do that, I think I just need some stone bricks. That's kind of my go-to, is just stone bricks. I'll fix that redstone. I can just fix that redstone now. It's kind of my go-to, I know. But it's stuff that's easy and cheap. And I have a bunch of it in my base, so I might as well use it. So let's go ahead and run over here. And this is going to actually turn into a pure challenge for me. This is going to be a challenge that is going to end up haunting me for a long time to come, because I'm going to be putting some pretty valuable stuff in here, as you're about to see. So we are going to try not to die anymore. That's the goal. Is we cannot find any reason in any way that we will die, because that, my friends, will be devastating. I kind of want to. I can't put that there because I got to be able to get to. Be able to get to this big red button. If I just do that, does that look okay? Yeah, I think that looks fine. That looks fine. I can get up here. I can be terrified. Press the button and see what happens. All right, we need to give this a test. So I'll just put some items in here because I don't want it to have something that doesn't work. So if I press that, did that do anything? For the time being, oh, it's because I've got to make sure that it. Okay, it just needs to have all of its items filled. Alright. Perfect. Cool, that works. I would rather it not, but it does work. No, I don't want to put that there. I'm trying to make it look nice. I'm struggling, as you can tell. It is what it is. I think we can go with that. This glass can just disappear. Awesome. So there's our death. Our death punishment, I think I can call it. I need to go fill it with stuff now. So what I think I'm gonna do is I mean I can just queue up items, and then when I die, I die. What's in this box that I just had? There's some stuff in here that could disappear. I'm going to actually. I think that I've got space that I can just queue up a shulker box up there. I think. If I just put a shulker box. Oh, no, I can't. That's alright. We've got a shulker box worth of some stuff in it that we can throw down here. And we'll grab all of this. Potion of regeneration. That's also going. This is all End City loot. So, we'll throw that in there. Throw that in there. And actually, pretty good Diamond Hollow is going in there. Regeneration. Might as well put the painting in there. I mean, I'm not going to use it. It's not worth anything. Where was the rest of it? There it is. Diamond boots. And put the golden apple in there, too. Alright. We've got it queued up. Let's just do a test. None of that was really of particular value. Let's do a test. There went some diamond leggings. It works. It unfortunately works. So now I've got punishment for every time I die, because that's inevitable. I'm inevitably going to always die. What in here do I want to get rid of? In here? Well, not... Let me rephrase. Time out. I said that wrong. What do I want to get rid of is not how I should have said that. What should I get rid of, and what should be of ample risk is what I meant, or what should have been said. And that's not the place to look at it. That's a junk chest. This is what we need to look at. Oh! Oi! I just had a thought. I could really mess myself up in the future with putting some of this stuff in here. The portable Oh, the portable beacons. The portable beacons can go in there, because that will entice me to be careful. This is what this is going to do. This challenge is going to entice me to be very careful about what I end up doing on this world from now on. These beacons will not, I repeat, they will not go in together. I'm going to put this in here. I'm going to put a bunch of this in here. This is going to make sure that I am careful. And from there, that's about all of the portable beacons. Tools. Tools I don't want to touch. I shouldn't touch because that would make my life miserable. This is the one. This is the one that's going to be painful. Because I'm going to pull all the totems out. I'm going to pull some of the lapis blocks out. And I'm going to pull 5 netherite ingots out. And I know this is lava, and I know it's not going to do much, but it can despawn. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to pull out diamonds and a potion. And we're going to throw those in there, and we're going to queue it up. And I am intentionally not wanting to see what goes where. I'm going to check to make sure everything works. That, I almost put in the food shulker box. That would have been bad. I'm going to make sure that everything works, and then from there, I do not want to see what's next. That will make sure that I am careful. So I am going to pull this off. I'm going to make sure that this is loaded. This is loaded. And these dispensers should also be loaded as well. And I can't see what's directly behind, which is probably a good thing. We're going to pull out the painting. There's one of the beacons right there. Alright. So, that's already gone. We just got to throw this glass on, and there we go. We now have reason to not die here. And I will promise, and I'm going to make this promise now, I promise that when I do die, even if I don't show it on camera, I am going to replenish this. This will ensure that I stay honest and I stay careful. I was going to have it be like, if the death counter reached a certain maximum, I would immediately lose everything. But realistically, number one, my redstone skills aren't that good. And number two, I can set that threshold however high I want. So I can make that I could make that potentially even higher than I'll ever end up getting in this series. So if I die, every time I die from now on, it'll ensure that something is lost. Which means that you guys are also going to want to vote and cheer me on to make sure I don't die. Because any chance of you guys seeing any of these items in the future solely rests on my shoulders, which is a heavy burden to bear, but also it'll make sure that you guys will some of these valuable items might come back. I've got the lifeline. This shield that has kept me from dying so many times might end up in there at some point. Because I'm going to replenish stuff with at least equal value to what I lost. That is the goal. It's equal value or greater will be put in there. So at some point, when it goes through all of the craziness of the hoppers, because I just did put a lot of iron blocks in there. Once it goes through all of that stuff, we will end up at some point losing some very valuable stuff. So I got myself caught in here with my elytra. So yeah, this is going to change the game with making sure that I stay careful, because I haven't been very good at it. I need to make sure, especially when we actually get the new base, like, operational. It's such a large base. I will die to fall damage and to elytra damage. I just know it. So we'll want to make sure that we don't die anymore. And I just spent about triple the amount of time I thought I would on getting that up and also adding stuff to it and explaining. I didn't think that this was going to be a full episode or ordeal, but it was. Which is perfectly fine. I hope you guys did enjoy. We do have one more thing we're going to do before we call the episode quits. We've got another challenge. And yes, I've been doing a lot of challenges lately. The amount of challenges per episode will decrease. I know it will. But I also just think that this has given me a new life in this series and has really gotten me excited for what this series is. Because now there's a little bit of unpredictability and it makes every episode unique. So I am really excited for that. And we've been dealt some pretty dangerous cards the last couple challenges. So we've got to be improving a little bit with one of these. So let's just see what we end up with. And this will... Oh no. We're going to be singing the intro to the next episode. That is the segue to the next episode of Ducks World. Thank you guys so much for watching. That was not intended. I knew the singing the intro was there somewhere. but I've already done most of the episodes. So the intro will be happening next episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed it. I do appreciate all your support as always, and hopefully we will be more careful in this series now with what we've accomplished today. But until then, until we inevitably die and lose some stuff that's very valuable, thank you guys so much for stopping by. I do appreciate it. God bless, and we'll see you guys later. Thank you so much. Adios.